Hi, people. My name is Stacy Hazlitt for the new viewers, and I'm back. Uh, I got a lot of things to talk to you about. I'm going to try to rip this off kind of fast so you get a lot of this information. Uh, Before in the past, I've talked about Jack Quinn. I've gotten comments. They wonder who Jack Quinn is, and Jack Quinn is my expert on the dog man. I call them my canine critters. They've been out on my property. My viewers have seen it in my videos. But anyway, Jack Quinn is going to do a podcast on Night Dream Talk Radio on the 19th of May at 11:02. He'll be doing a podcast talking about his experiences with the dog man. Uh, that's who Jack Quinn is, so you get a better idea. Uh, Now, what I've done this weekend is uh, I spent the whole biggest part of the weekend at the Sheridan in Nashville, Tennessee. We were in Nashville, Tennessee for a thing called uh, Birthright Convention. This is the book that Timothy Amberino has put out about the birthright, and it's concerning uh, aliens, UFOs, uh, Bible history, things about the Bible. The man's an expert on the Bible. And here's some other speakers that were on there. If you want to see that, these are some of the other speakers. Okay. This is where we went to do a little research and understand what's going on. I got to meet Timothy, and I got to ask him a question, and this is the main reason I went for. I said, I talked to him, I told him what I did, and I told him about my videos and what's going on. I lived with a Bigfoot. He was kind of fascinated with some of the things I said, so okay. And my main question to him is that the Bigfoot, in my opinion, is not the Nephilim. And he agreed with me. He says, that's not the Nephilim. The Nephilim is not the Bigfoot. So we got that established, and that's what I'm trying to get across to everybody on my videos, because I've heard from a lot of other people, they think that the Bigfoot is Nephilim, and it's not Nephilim. I know this. So that was one of the issues, and it was a real good convention, and learned a lot. UFOs and everything. We really learned a lot. Knew a lot of it, but learned a lot of it. Anyway, next thing I want to talk about is clear my throat. Next thing I want to talk about is, as usual, I'm going to talk about Steve and his How to Hunt channel. For my new viewers, I refer to this a lot. A lot of my viewers came from Steve's channel. And what I'm going to go over is my last video I put out. I explained how the resolve of this whole situation between our breed of humans and the Bigfoot's breed of humans, which they are human, there has to be a resolve somewhere. This all has to resolve somewhere. And in my last video, I said I think the resolve will be the bad Bigfoot will be dealt with. They will be either converted over to being more sensible, or possibly, oh, this just messed me all up here. I got something on my screen here. I don't know what that was. Anyway, the thing was that we're going to quit killing them. They're going to try to get along with us, and eventually we will all intermingle together. And I said that in my last video. Well, since my last video on Steve's channel, he read a email that came in, and this email, when the boy was like 5 years old, like 30 years ago, he lived in a county or somewhere that the community was intertwined with the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot were part of the community with everybody. And they had a pregnant Bigfoot involved there that they tried to nurture when she was pregnant. They were feeding them. They were doing other things. Everything was going right together with the Bigfoot in that community. That come out after I made this video. And it amazed me because they're saying just what I said is going to happen. They have happened. And I have a feeling there's a lot of communities that are dealing with Bigfoot in their communities and getting along, which I think can happen. But you still have to deal with the bad ones. There's still the bad ones out there. I don't know what to do about that. That's going to get worked out somehow. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. The Foots aren't telling me this. This is just what I believe from everything I've seen and what I seem to know. So that is one video I want you to see. It's on Steve's channel. It's like I put 3 shells in its chest, or I shot it 3 times in the chest. That's the title of that video. Now, the next video I want you to kind of pay attention to is titled, I tried for a year to get this video. I've been waiting for a year to get this video, or something to that effect. I don't write this stuff down, so I just have to do it from memory. Anyway, in this video, a guy was, so you understand which one I'm talking about, the guy went around and would buy land for these big companies, and he'd see about finding them good buys on land and stuff like that. And this video tells how, well, first of all, it tells how the Foots had turned the motor off on this airplane he was flying through there with. You can believe that or not, but that's what happened. I've been telling people for years they can turn power off on vehicles. I've been saying that for quite a while. So anyway, they almost crashed the plane. Before the plane hit the ground, engines come back on. They got to land the plane. And then he started doing research on everything going on. He found out that this big area that he's wanting for timbering, the big company wants to buy this. He didn't tell the company, but they wanted to buy this big area to timber the land. They found out that there's a lot of timber companies been in there, and their equipment has all been trashed. The people have all been scared off by these big guys that are in there, and they couldn't get nobody to timber it anyway. So it's a spot that ain't going to get timbered. And it's a spot where there is 2 clashing clans of Bigfoot. There's a big mean bunch, and then there's another bunch over here that's not big and mean, but they have the ability to cloak themselves, to disappear. This bunch on the other side don't. Now, the ones on this side seem to be easier to get along with. This is in the video. You can look this up. I mean, that's why I want you to look at the video. But the point being is just exactly what I'm saying. There's good ones and bad ones. I'm hoping the bad ones can be eliminated or converted, one or the other. But I know they're different. This is just, it fits in everything I've been saying with these particular ones. And it's, it kind of backs up everything. It seems like every time I do a video about something like this, bang, an email shows up on Steve's show. This happened several times. Jack Quinn has called that to my attention too. You know, like, yeah, this happens quite a bit. I said, yeah, it does. Which I don't know why, or I don't know if the Foots arrange out like they arrange everything else. I don't know. But anyway, right now I'm in Lebanon, Tennessee, doing this video. I tried 3 times to do video. I tried 2 times to do videos in Nashville, Tennessee. I screwed them both up for some reason. Something really went bad, so I didn't use them. And we was on our way out of leaving the motel, so I didn't have time to set up another one. So we come over here to Lebanon. I sat down and I screwed up another video. This is my 4th attempt to put this video out. Anyway, over here by Lebanon is close to where my other clan is. So we went down, if some of my older viewers probably know exactly what I'm talking about. We went down to where Sharon's sister used to live. Sharon's sister passed away almost a year ago. The house has not been rented or anything, so I got a hold of the landlord. We found out that we could go down there and look around. And no sooner than we got there, that was where my clan was at. That was where I met my other clan and dealt with them, had good times with them. They took good care of Sharon's sister while she was living. Anyway, we got down there. We wasn't there no time, and off in the woods, Sharon hears tree knocks. I didn't hear the first ones because my ears don't work that good. And then I got listening, and I think there was altogether 3 sets of 3 hits of the tree knocks just to let me know that they are there. They're paying attention, and they knew I was there, which was really, really good. I loved it. It really made things good for me. Anyway, that's the good thing going on. Uh, and I invited them to my house. They know where that's at. So I might be hearing from them at my house. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But it's been a good weekend. I'm sorry it took so long to get back with you, but I had to wait till we went to this birthright convention so I could tell you more what was going on and be accurate about it. Sharon is gearing up to do a video about exactly what she has in mind, and she's going to tell you that she feels the Bigfoots come from evil. Now, what her opinion of this is and where it's going to go, I don't know, but she's going to do a video for you, and she wants it to be accurate. That's why she's taking so long. And this was part of her research for that, going down here to this birthright thing. And it seems to be working out pretty good. Seems to be working out really good. And hopefully things will all work out good with this whole mess. Uh, all the questions and stuff about the Bigfoot. It's going to come to a point where it's got to have a resolve. It's just, this can't go on forever. You know, the question comes up is, there's so many sightings. There must be more and more and more of these Bigfoot out here for people to see and be scared of and all that. I don't think so. First of all, there's a lot of people out there that will not say, "Hey, I just saw a Bigfoot." No, they don't want the ridicule. I understand that. I don't have that problem because I don't put up with it. But the problem being for people to just come out and say they've seen it has been hard. Now, communications are where they are right now. Like I'm on YouTube telling all of you this. The communications are more prevalent. People can get out there and they understand things and they see more and people communicate more. So, hey, they seen Bigfoot. Maybe we'll talk about ours. Yeah, everybody's talking about it now that they've seen it. Before, nobody would give it up. And anybody that really would have a real tragic experience, when they would give it up, people would say, yeah, you're crazy. Well, now people are understanding, like on Steve's show, How to Hunt. All these people write in and tell their experiences. And that's because it's made available to them. This whole communication thing has made this available. So everybody's taking advantage of it. It's not that there's that many more Bigfoot out here. There's a lot of them. Like I say, I have 2 clans I deal with. And probably more have been to my house than what's from these 2 clans as well. But the point being, it's communications is revealing all this. This open communication is revealing all this. So don't be alarmed by how many's here because someday this is all going to work out. Like I said, I seen a vision one time. It just popped into my head. Crazy things pop into my head, but this just popped into my head, and I see the back of me and Flower walking down one of the main streets by my house, one of the main roads, in broad daylight. We were walking down the streets holding hands together, walking along down the highway. I don't know if that's a sign of things to come, but that's what come out. And my buddy Jack Quinn said he paints and he's wanting to do a painting of that. Just a vision I had. Well, look here, I'm getting short on time. I don't want to overdo this thing, but that's the latest of what's going on. And any more comes up, I will let you know. I'm sorry it takes so long, but I had to wait till I get all this stuff together before I got back with you. And thanks for being here. Get everybody to subscribe and hit the bells and do all that stuff. And stay tuned. I'll get back with you as soon as possible.